The Denver Broncos shocked the NFL last season. After getting blasted for drafting Oregon quarterback Bo Nix at 12 overall, most fans expected another forgettable year. But in Sean Payton's second season, the Broncos silenced a whole lot of doubters. Bo Nix had question marks, Sean Payton was coming off a flop, the national media was ready to write them off. But instead, this team made noise. And if you want to stay ahead of the curve on every team, drop a like and hit subscribe. I've got breakdowns like this and a new series coming soon. And before we can look at the 2025 outlook, we have to look back at the 2024 season. The year didn't start pretty, 0-2 out of the gate, but Week 3 in Tampa Bay changed everything for Denver. Nix put up 263 total yards and a touchdown, the defense racked up 7 sacks and a pick, and Denver rolled the Buccaneers 26-7. They then followed with wins over the Jets and Raiders and sat at 5-3 heading into Week 9. Then came somewhat of a rough stretch, blown out by Baltimore on the road, and then a last-second field goal blocked cost them against Kansas City on the road. But Denver rebounded with 4 straight wins, capped by a 38-0 demolition of the Chiefs. They then entered the playoffs hot, but fell in the wildcard round to Buffalo. Even with this early exit, 2024 left them with real hope. A promising rookie quarterback, the league's most elite defense, and a city ready to believe again. Now, the 2025 offseason, Payton and the Broncos stayed aggressive. They added quarterback depth with Stidham and Ellinger, they signed running back J.K. Dobbins, landed tight end Evan Ingram, and Trent Sherfield. On defense, they added Dre Greenlaw at linebacker, and safety Talanoa Hufanga were other big adds. They lost names like Javonte Williams and Zach Wilson, Cody Barton, but these are not real core pieces, and their momentum is still going into this season. The draft brought Thorpe Award-winning cornerback Jahdae Barron, speedy running back R.J. Harvey out of UCF, and wide receiver Pat Bryant, plus pass rush depth. Barron's a likely day one impact player. Overall, the draft was solid for them. I'd give it a B- overall draft class. Now, let's look at the 2025 offense. This is absolutely Bo Nix's team now. Behind him are Stidham and Ellinger. The backfield is deep. Rookie R.J. Harvey, J.K. Dobbins, Audric Estime, Jaleel McLaughlin. These all give Payton options. At receiver, Sutton leads the way with Troy Franklin, A.T. Perry, Marvin Mims, rookie Pat Bryant adding depth. Ingram upgrades the tight end room alongside Troutman. The O-line is pretty steady with Garrett Bowles, Mike McGlinchey, Quinn Mirnez, and Ben Powers, though center is a question. Overall, this offense and this team isn't loaded with absolute superstars, but it's versatile and deep, and with Bo Nix potentially improving, it can absolutely do enough to get the job done. Now, done with the offense, let's look at the real strength of this team, the defense. This 3-4 front features Zach Allen and new pickup John Franklin Myers with DJ Jones at nose. At linebacker, you've got Nick Bonito and Jonathan Cooper bringing heat off the edge, while Dre Greenlaw and Alex Singleton anchor inside. The secondary, though, is nasty. Pat Surtain II is coming off a Defensive Player of the Year award, Hufanga joins Brandon Jones at safety, and Barron adds versatility in the slot. Riley Moss is the cornerback too, but they bring in rookie Chris Abrams-Strain, probably for starting reps ability. Depth is everywhere, and this could repeat as the league's best defense and be even better than 2024. Now, let's look at my outlook for the Broncos. The Broncos always have a decently tough schedule just being in the AFC West, and no game is really guaranteed, except maybe against the Raiders. Sorry, Raiders fans. Just my opinion, I don't see much coming out of Vegas this year. Bo Nix, though, I truly believe he has the tools to be just as good as Jaden Daniels. Call it a hot take, but I call it seeing and believing. He's got the decision-making, though it slips sometimes in his young career. He's got above-average arm talent. He's a high-level improviser and a legit threat as a runner. And if he's able to put it all together and starts taking over games, this Broncos team could definitely be playing playoff football in Mile High, not on the road. The receiving core is solid. Courtland Sutton has always been one of my favorite guys in the league. He's aggressive at the high point, strong hands, great awareness, and an underrated speed that defenders absolutely sleep on. Marvin Mims has flashed true potential. Devon Vele, he could absolutely be a wide receiver 2 and wide receiver 3 in this system. And bringing in Evan Ingram, it's a big addition to this passing game. He can get vertical, stretch the field, and honestly, he plays more like a receiver than a tight end some days. This offensive line also has the personnel to be absolutely dominant. The question, though, is, can they execute consistently? Because if they do, this offense has real juice. But let's talk about the defense. This is where the hair on my arms really starts to stick up. This unit is everything fans and defensive coordinators dream of. Up front, it's not one guy carrying the load. No Myles Garrett, no TJ Watt, but it's a complete group. Zach Allen and JFM get to the quarterback. DJ Jones clogs the run lanes. They work together, and that kind of mesh matters. At linebacker, it's one of the most complete groups in football as well. Nick Bonito is everywhere. He's got a high motor, and he's a chaos creator. Alex Singleton is smart, disciplined, takes the right angles, and he covers well. Dre Greenlaw, if he just returns to even 90% of his pre-injury self from 2022 and 3, this might be the best linebacking core in the league. And Jonathan Cooper, wherever you line him up, he just gets the job done. Now, the secondary. Wow. Brandon Jones is a steady back-end safety. He doesn't really let anything get over the top often. Jahdae Barron is likely in the nickel, and he's going to be reliable in coverage and support the run pretty heavily. Riley Moss turned heads last year. He's got aggressive hands, great breaks, and smart instincts, but bringing in Talanoa Hufanga is huge. He's a heat-seeking missile with a sixth sense for where the ball is. And then, of course, you've got Defensive Player of the Year Pat Surtain II, who doesn't need much said. He's a lockdown cornerback, period. In my opinion, this team has the facilities to take this division, to take the AFC West from the Chiefs. I think their ceiling, though, is similar to the Commanders. It is going to go as far as Bo Nix can take them. But the difference between the Broncos and the Commanders is, if Bo Nix can't take them far one day, the defense absolutely has the facilities to step up and take them. They're not just some two-headed monster, they're a storm system. One side on offense brings the flash, the speed, the unpredictability in Sean Payton's system. The other side brings the destruction. You might survive one of them, but you won't survive both. And don't forget that younger Storm is being guided by one of the most improvisational and innovative offensive minds in the history of football. This team is special, and don't say I did not warn you. Overall, though, this is the end of the video. If you like this breakdown, check out the other videos on the channel. I've already covered teams like the Commanders, Cowboys, and Packers, and make sure to hit that subscribe button, because next up is the AFC West floor and ceiling, and I'll be doing every division leading up to the season. What team should I cover next? Drop it in the comments. I always respond.